Yaga. I had an idea. Quick snap video. There was a time, the fashion designer Karl Lagerfeld, I think his name was. He was the head of fashion at Chanel. But there was a time where he was overweight and he was like obese. So what he did was, I think he started to design really skinny jeans, like really like tight tube jeans. And the same goes with the idea was with when they were saying in fashion they're gonna make things that were unwanted or ugly and make them beautiful. And I think it was I'm not a historian, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Christopher Kane, I think that's what his name was, he started putting Uggs, not Uggs, what they're called, the Crocs, that's it, Crocs, the plastic shoes, amphibious shoes in his fashion show. And he designed, he put like flowers or frogs, or he put some sort of design badges on the Crocs, the amphibious shoes. Now before that time, Crocs were only worn by mainly people who worked in the industry, people who worked in hospitality. It was worn by like chefs, and children, like young children. I think parents would buy it for them. And basically what it would be is if they're like splashing puddles or if they're at the beach or whatever, they can wear these like plastic shoes that can go in the water, come out of the water and not have to change. So what I was thinking is, usually, who are the people who are in charge or who decide on what becomes popular, what becomes hip, what becomes like so-called cool? Because I remember when I was growing up, it was basically following people in hip-hop music, because that was the music I liked. It's still the same now. Graffiti writers and sort of skateboarders, that was the style, and it's the style lock that I'm probably still in even now as I'm older. From the sort of late 90s, early 2000s, it was all kind of hip-hop, it was all like streetwear, things coming back from people who travel to like places like Japan or New York. And if you look at, for instance, if you look at even the shoes now, the Timberlands, they call it butters, the cream with the six holes. I had a pair of those a long time ago, the time when Dr. Martens as well was very much in trend. When I was in high school, and I got a pair of those too. I think it was worn by people like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith, and we sort of got our fashion from those sort of subculture. But now, who are the people that decide? I was just thinking about it today. When I see at the moment things like the outdoors, hiking has become the way or the popular in thing. Sort of hiking clothing, hiking shoes, climbing shoes, outdoor wear, recycling plastics in clothes, that kind of thing. And yeah, it is handy, because if you're wearing sort of hiking capability clothing, you're sort of, you're getting, Gore-Tex, water repellent clothes, shoes that have got grip on it, even though you never go climbing and that sort of thing. Like you look at this shoe, this Solomon, everyone's wearing this brand Solomon, or there was a Walker shoe, Menosopia, I can't remember the name of it, but they were like walking comfortable shoe for older people, and everybody was started wearing them, and they started doing collaborations with people. Or was it like Keen, Rube, all these like sort of outdoors brands? Who are the people that decide? It's just a question I'm very, very much interested in who they are, because what my mind tells me is that in those groups will be mainly narcopaths, narcissists, together with sociopaths, narcopaths, these people who You know, they want to control and dominate everybody and what everybody wears and what they say goes. Only what they say can be so-called in fashion, in trend. It would be that kind of person who has those kind of characteristics. Kanye is one of them, because he obviously had the Yeezys, which became very popular. But he was talking, and I like sometimes what he said. I would say I support everything he says, but he made a comment about Air Force Ones. So Air Force Ones, when I was in school, they were the trainer to get. They were like, again, hip-hop, basketball players, the white Air Force Ones, Allen Iverson. It was like quite popular. Even David Beckham was sporting that with cornrows in the 90s. And he was like, why should only that one shoe be celebrated? Out of all the shoes that we could celebrate, all the shoe shapes that we could make, why is it only that one particular shoe? And it got me thinking, it's true, why can't any shoe become, what is it about that particular type of shoe? They're not that comfortable, they're not that good looking, there's nothing actually that special about them. They're quite just a plain shoe, all white or black or whatever it may be. So at the moment, when I see like something that becomes popular, when I see a shoe that becomes when I see a shoe that I see a lot of people take to it, straight away I go off it. I get put off it. Like the Timberlands, I would wear a pair of Timberlands now. It's still part of the culture that I grew up in, that I like very much. But someone somewhere, I think I might even have an idea who it may be, because the person they used to operate in the sort of like hip group in East London, and they now got promoted to the creative department. So they start obviously getting musicians, people like Skepta and adverts, getting Spike Lee, getting the people who may be seen as subversive artists to wear their products. But it's all a game, and it's all a way to take our money, to get our money from us. So just be aware of it. Just be aware of these things, that it's still getting dominated, it's still getting controlled by the vampiric meat suit, the vampiric draining life force characters known as narcissists, narcopath.